Today I fucked up by telling an EE-related nerdy dirty joke in bed. This happened few months back. I went on few dates with this girl matched on a dating app. She has also an electrical engineering background and she's doing some solid-state physics-related research, and we both are quite into technology and science. Later on after a date, we were in bed. I was somehow in this weird mood and came up with this dirty nerdy joke that stupid me thought it would be a good flirt. I said, "Your hole is more dope than any FET." The context is that FET, field effect transistor, relates to her research, and FET involves putting electrons unevenly into silicon, and it's called doping. Missing electrons are holes. She bursted into laughing immediately. In the action later on she again bursted into laughing suddenly few times because of thinking about what I said, as I asked her what's going on. That ruined the mood for both of us. Then the radio silence from her started the next day. Sad face. And #X200B. Too long did not read. I made a profession-related nerdy and dirty joke in bed with a girl I wanted to date, which led to her ghosting me. Laughing during sex like that is marriage material though lol. If she ghosted on you after a clever joke, that's her loss, not yours. There will be other women, but how many chances will you have to tell that joke again? It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't feel bad about it. The joke was solid. That's not what made her stop talking, something else on her end probably. Don't take it hard and keep making the nerdy jokes. Being yourself, however awkward, is the best way to be around people, I promise. Sounds like you blew a resistor. Her loss lol. One might suppose she just didn't match your frequency? Today I fucked up by growing clover in our front yard and I'm never mowing again. Today I fucked up because after some convincing, we grew a large patch of clover in our front yard. It started organically, but we decided to let it flourish. We loved the bumblebees that bounced around in the front yard and the beautiful butterflies that visited. It was nice to feel a little closer to nature. But yesterday we got a letter from our WA saying that our grass needed to be mowed or it would be mowed for us and charged, blah blah blah. I ride the mower and my husband weed eats, and we are outside together, but he's in the backyard. I mow over the edges of the clover patch, which is about a quarter of our front yard. 10 feet by 6 feet max, so not huge. I feel a little sad that the bees and butterflies won't be back while I'm on the second pass. Just then I hear a thunk like I hit something. I immediately see a brown bunny, bloody, hop away really fast. I turned off the mower and run screaming to the backyard asking my husband to come help me find the bunny I just hit. I'm scared, shaking, crying. We look in the direction it ran and couldn't find anything. My husband says he will finish mowing and for me to get my water bottle and go wash my face. Then grabs me and shoved me away from the direction he just told me to go. The thunk was a baby bunny. So tiny and cute and completely dead. My husband picks up its tiny bloody body and takes it to the backyard to bury it. I'm distraught. I've never killed any animal before in my life. I'm inconsolable. And it isn't over. After my husband buried the bunny, we decided to call it a day on the yard work. We put off finishing mowing until today. I checked the bunny hole very well to see if there were any more babies in it. There were none. In a moment of sheer brilliance, I decide to take our 130 lb. Giant schnauzer out to the front yard to sniff out any remaining bunnies from the remaining patch of clovers. My thinking was that she would run them out of the patch so we could finish mowing. Her name is Delilah and she is a certified good girl, and slow AF. But I didn't know that bunnies freeze when scared. She found a baby bunny and chomped it reactively. She wasn't trying to eat it, I don't think, and both our screams scared her and she dropped it out of her big hairy muzzle. It was dead. She now sniffs the ground like a hunting dog every time she goes outside. I've never felt worse about anything I've ever done, and there's nothing I can do to fix it except that I will never mow again. And I will certainly avoid growing clovers again. Too long did not read. We grew some clovers for the bees and butterflies and ended up accidentally murdering a family of bunnies and turning our beautiful good girl into a rabbit dog. Edit. I'm sorry to find that this is a common event. We lived here for 14 years and nothing like this has ever happened, so I definitely did not expect it. I imagine the increase in bunnies is due to our neighborhood being mostly vacant for nearly 2 years due to hurricanes Laura and Delta destroying it. I really appreciate those who have been kind in their responses. It has been an excruciating 2 years. Edit. I'm not sure why so many of you are angry at the WA. They were just doing their job correctly. We could have put some landscaping around the clover and kept it if we wanted to, but it grew organically and was ill-placed. It was also meant to be temporary. We were prepared to mow it already as it was too tall and snakes are a hazard here, with lots of small children that play nearby. Our WA board consists of an army of volunteers with tools, skills, and effort. I'm sorry many of you don't seem to have the same experience with your WA. Edit. For those calling me dumb for not knowing what my dog would do, please read my post again. I took her out specifically to chase the bunnies out. I did know what she would do, and I knew that she is far too slow on the takeoff to ever catch one. My mistake was assuming that the bunny would run away. It did not run away, and as I stated, I did not know bunnies freeze when scared. Before you comment on someone's intellect, you should probably check your own comprehension skills. Today I fucked up by having an WA. Sometimes nature gets the better of us. I literally bought a zero turn and my first mow I ran over a nesting baby bunny on accident, and when I turned around I saw it trying to hop away while missing its front leg. I stopped the mower and jumped off only to watch it bleed out as I was running up. It was a horrifying memory tied to a purchase that now makes me enjoy mowing. People will say stupid shit like, "How was it the first time you mowed?" And I'll drift away like I have PTSD thinking about that bunny. So, you took your dog to hunt for rabbits in your yard. Your dog, which is as part of the breed description a good hunter, and then you were surprised when the dog hunted. I get that you're upset, but I'm also baffled that you didn't expect that outcome. Any terrier, or terrier adjacent, in the case of a schnauzer, is gonna have a field day being asked to chase fast little animals. I'm really sorry that happened to you. I did something very similar mowing my lawn about 15 years ago. Was just trucking along with the mower and then thunk. It was pretty traumatic. Drop bunny at WA office with note, "You did this. Today I fucked up by possibly shaming someone from going to the gym. This morning I went to the gym and went to the treadmill as I always use it for 5–10 minutes before lifting weights. I get in one baying a chubby guy walking on a treadmill in front of mine thinking nothing of it and started walking as well. While walking I absent-mindedly browsed Reddit looking at memes and reading messages from WhatsApp, occasionally letting out a chuckle and typing responses. After a while I looked forwards and noticed that the guy in front of me seemed very sad, walking with slumped shoulders and his head down. Then I suddenly realized how the situation looked like with me walking on a treadmill behind him while there were others available beside and in front of him. Me holding my phone up vaguely at his direction chuckling and typing seemed like I was taking pictures, videos of him and sharing it, making fun of him. I also put it together that it's possible he went there on a Sunday morning precisely because it's the period where the gym is mostly empty because he's self-conscious and wanted to avoid being seen by people. I didn't know what to do, so I just got off the treadmill and started exercising on a different part of the gym as it seemed like leaving him alone might be the best I could do. After a few minutes I noticed he had left the treadmill as well and was nowhere to be seen, so he must have left the gym. I can only hope I see him again next week. Too long did not read. Walked on a treadmill behind a heavy guy, laughed at memes and maybe embarrassed him into not going to the gym anymore. Edit. Spelling. Your foo was walking away. It would have taken 2 seconds to walk over and ask the guy if he was okay, or even to say, "Hey." It may have seemed like I was laughing at you or mocking you. I wasn't. Keep up the good work. That is precisely why I choose the last row of treadmills, and the dead zone time of day to work out. F for our brother. Should have walked up to him and shown the meme or explained things. Oh, I wish I could give him a hug, sad face. Or, he was just getting tired from his workout, which is why he was lowering his head. And then his workout was done and he left. This is why I use the tiny gym upstairs where the grannies and gramps go. Less people, less judgment, zero gym rats. ETA, not that you're a gym rat, just that I've been in his shoes too many times with the 20-year-old kids who have no idea how your body changes as you get older, lol.